You are Locked On Syracuse, your daily podcast on the Syracuse Orange. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Orion Irving, 6'6", 310-pound tackle from Sam Houston. He was actually on campus late last week per his Instagram, so we're getting to it just now. He's played 20 games over the past couple of seasons, and Irving has multiple years of eligibility remaining. 2023 All-Conference USA All-Freshman team. He's been drawing interest from a variety of schools. You got programs such as Houston, Tulsa, Liberty, Middle Tennessee State. But the big one is actually Ohio State. Now, I don't think Orion Irving would be a starter at Ohio State, but Ohio State has shown interest in a guy like Irving. To me, and we'll get to it later on here in this segment, he profiles as someone who is a little bit more proven along the defensive line, considering he's played 20 games at Sam Houston the last couple of seasons. You also got Cam Pringle. This is a very intriguing visitor coming up here. 6'8", 330-pound tackle from South Carolina. 6'8". I mean, Syracuse basketball could use another forward or two, right? I think so. They missed out on Jarrett Valencia. They missed out on Jerry Dang. I mean, hey, Cam Pringle, you want to play some hoops for us, maybe? Help us win there? I don't know. Just saying. You can offer him a scholarship. I don't know. Just saying. Just throwing out the idea. But anyways, back to Cam Pringle here. 4-star recruit in the 2024 recruiting class. That means that last season, he was a true freshman out South Carolina, and it's no shame that he didn't get on the field all that much. He only made one appearance for South Carolina last year, and that was a game against Akron, and it was brief action. So he redshirted last year, and he's visiting Syracuse today, Sunday, April 27th, through Tuesday, per multiple reports out there. We're about to get to it. Cam Pringle falls into the category of a potential type of offensive lineman. He is someone that doesn't really have any experience, but considering his pedigree out of high school and considering the recruiting class that he was in, the 2024 cycle, and the fact that he's only a redshirt freshman, it shows that he does have a lot of upside, and he just needs, well, solid coaching and the opportunity to play more. With that being said, it's very clear that Syracuse football is going after offensive line help in the portal heavily. And each offensive lineman that they're going after could fit into one or two categories. Guys with potential, which I described with Cam Pringle earlier. These are guys that have high recruiting pedigrees, but for one reason or another, haven't really seen the field a whole lot. And then you got guys who have experience. So let's break it down right now. Potential. Syracuse football already added someone in the previous portal cycle back in December in Niquil Beatran, an Alabama tackle. He was a 2023 3-star recruit there. We obviously talked about Cam Pringle already, a 2024 4-star recruit. But another player that we talked about last week is Jalen Matthews, a Rutgers tackle. He was a 2025 4-star recruit. Now, 2025, and he's in the transfer portal. So let's say Syracuse gets a guy like Jalen Matthews. To me, I consider this really someone who's a part of their recruiting class, and less so their transfer portal class, but that's neither here nor there. Regardless, if you get the player, you get the player, but it's someone who's literally coming right out of high school. So I don't really even consider him a transfer. And then you got players that Syracuse will add, or not will add, but are looking at or have already added that have experience, right? Austin Collins. Syracuse got him just last week, a Louisville guard that started last year and is a pretty good pass blocker, right? We talked about him last week. You could probably find that episode. Orion Irving, we just mentioned. Sam Houston tackle, multi-year starter there. You got TJ Ferguson, who, again, we talked about last week, a Florida State guard, started last season. Wasn't really good for Florida State. Actually, he was pretty bad, but still, He has plenty of experience considering he started for most of the year last year. And you also got J.B. Nelson, a Penn State guard who has started games before and has played a lot of snaps over the past few seasons for them. Ultimately, he went to Kansas State, so I am a little bummed that Syracuse missed out on him, but he would have fit into the category of someone that Syracuse was looking at that has plenty of experience, but was also looking for a bigger role. If J.B. Nelson had gone to Syracuse, he probably would have been one of their starting guards this upcoming season. So overall, Syracuse is casting a wide net. And if I'm missing anyone from that offensive line group, comment in the comments section below. And what offensive lineman do you want to see Syracuse add in the spring portal cycle? It should be noted that the spring portal is closed for new entries, but that doesn't mean that players have to already be committed. Actually, they don't. They have plenty of time until they have to be committed really until fall camp. That's pretty much the date, right? There's no set date on when you actually have to commit when you are in the transfer portal. But if you want to play next season, you might want to do so over the next couple of months. You get the idea. But they're casting a wide net. They are almost certainly going to add one offensive lineman, and I would not be surprised if they add multiple offensive linemen in this portal cycle.